Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the LSU Tigers against the Miami Hurricanes. Holly Rowe joins us now from her ringside vantage point. Holly?
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. To throw, it's Levitt. Bringing pressure. So it's incomplete. He caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Receiver in motion now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Barry. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is a really nice pitch and catch from the quarterback and running back on the angle route. But this concept is made by the tight end. And this tight end, this has got to be a selfless route. He is clearing out the middle of the field against this zone coverage in order to get the completion behind him.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And the Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. They told us they want to be aggressive, and this is certainly an aggressive call here on 4th down. You just have to execute. They're unable to do that. Credit the defense for getting off the field, and now they've got great field position.
Handing off on the draw play. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a 1st down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
important second down play coming up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The receiver grabs it. He's got space. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Canes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking for a man. The pass is caught. And they make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It's a nice run setting up 3rd down here, and as an offensive play caller, you got to understand, are you willing to go for it on 4th down? I think they should be willing to go for it on 4th down. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense would have to go 90-plus yards to score.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They draw first blood in this national title game. A tremendous start for this offense, right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game, and both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, you can't have a better start than you had right there, and we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by this group to stick it in the end zone early in this game.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the false start will back them up, sets up a 1st and 15 now. To throw, it's Levitt. Defense is coming after him. On the run here, lets it go. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. The sure hands. It's Barry. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. 1st down for this offense.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating second and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. Second and short is the perfect time for this play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, this is why first and second down success is so critical. You give yourself a third and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains.
Pass knocked away and incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number one. As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
With this tight end, hitting that corner route can be like stealing. He's got the matchup, and he is so good. He is fast, he's big, a good frame, and he's great with the ball in the air. He's got good hands as well. This tight end is a weapon, and the quarterback is using him as such.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. With a sack on first down, it's second down.
Great job by the defense. Nobody fooled by the play-action pass. They get into the backfield and get to the quarterback.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. The short completion of the tight end. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. The Canes just cannot get their defense off the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his...
He's got some space. Look out. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, Chris, finally they get that run game going. I've been asking them to run it better on first down. They finally do, and here, lo and behold, they move the chains. Good job up front. Running back gets loose, and now you got a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to run, it's Berry. Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up games like this, run the football, you don't really have a chance.
The ball is loose near the goal line. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
They are so fortunate that they're able to jump on that bubble, and somebody's got to get to this running back and tell him to calm down. Ball security is at a premium in these big games. He's got to start holding on to the football.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They begin to fight back here in this championship game. So this offense responds after falling behind. A satisfying drive, but also a relief tool. They get in the end zone. They match the earlier score from their opponent, and now they can feel better about things.
Way better about things. You don't want to go down multiple scores, in particular in a championship environment. Great job executing by this group. And now if I'm the offensive coordinator, I look at that drive and I ask myself, what's working? How can I attack this defense moving forward? Take the success that you've already had and replicate that in later drives.
They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. A 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, what a grab! They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Empty set now, 5 wide. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! So now Miami will use their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Wants to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their 2nd timeout here. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8. Hurricanes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And so the first half comes to a close. We'll take a break here in the booth and head over to our halftime show. The Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a nice game, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays down the field. This quarterback is going to have to start taking some chances against this secondary.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. Running with it, refusing to be stopped on this play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, this defense seems to be prepared for everything. They don't blitz here. Looks like they're trying to defend the pass, but the defensive line is doing such a good job of getting off of blocks, and they're able to stop this draw attempt for no gain.
Looking to pass this time. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. A play action, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is exactly how you draw it up as a quarterback, coach. You've got your guy out there, and he's going to take off. And listen, you've got to pick up first downs with your legs at some point, maybe 2 to 4 during the course of the game. But here's the best part is that he doesn't take an unnecessary hit. Once he gets the line to gain, he just steps out of bounds. That's A++ on the grade sheet on Sunday when you're watching the film.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Touchdown, LSU. And they jump on top here in the second half. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Lyle. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a draw play. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Anytime you're running a crossing route, you've got to establish, is this man defense or zone defense? If it's zone, you've got to sit down in the soft spot and give your numbers, your chest to the quarterback. They're able to do that here, and then as a quarterback, you just can't lead them into the defender. Frame them up, put that ball right on their body so they can get upfield.
He shreds the tackle. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make the play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They bring them down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. Second and inches, anything is at your disposal.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the run, it's Fletcher. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First and goal, handoff. Powering through the defender. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, what I'm most impressed with is his balance through contact. You can see as he breaks tackles and continues to churn towards the end zone, that balance is just evident, and it's hard to get him down to the ground. That is a great run.
The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. This is a squib kick, picked up by one of the up men. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle. As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6. Here comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Out of the gun now on third down. Here's the throw, deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here comes the rush. Nice grab. It's Durham. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. Looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Durham. Sees an opening. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
This front seven is so athletic. They're aggressive. They get off blocks here. They're in the backfield, and they create a negative play. I got to tell you, this is going to be a huge key for this game, is this defense and their ability to create the negative play and get themselves off of the field.
Looking to throw. It's Levitt. Football's loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This is something I'm so impressed with by this defense, is their ability to attack the football. Not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Working clock with the ground game. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the single back takes the handoff, and they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No huddle here for the offense. It's caught. Loose football. Scooped up in the defense. He's got a crease.
Play like this totally changes the dynamic of this game and the field position. Great job knocking the ball loose, and then it's the scoop, and he almost gets all the way into the end zone here. Touchdown saving tackle after the big return. And now they're set up. Great field position. Got to capitalize on the sudden change and put this ball in the end zone.
They're going to run it here. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Touchdown, LSU. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That's just a clutch touchdown for this group and the opportunity to take the lead. But now, Chris, the pressure is on their defense. They've got to go out there and hold the lead with time left on the clock. We'll see if they can do it.
BT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. tackle made after a big gain. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. And now they'll run it on the draw. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. The first down on the ground has been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game. Maybe time for a play-action pass? I think it should be coming up.
So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. This running back just continues a monster performance in this championship game. Joel, they're feeding the hot hand. Interesting to see how they play it in this must-score drive.
Chris, I think a lot of it depends on what the defense does here. As they get conservative, why not allow your running back to chew up these yards? With this situation and the points that you need, I think you can still go to him.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, this is a magnificent job by this defense. You get these toss sweeps, and here's the deal. You've got to secure the edge and use leverage out there, and they do a great job of that, and the running back has to get himself back in the interior. Once he does that, he's running right back into the pursuit of the defense, and, Chris, there's nowhere to go. That's a great stop.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Man, this defense has been tough today. And, Chris, you're forced into a situation where you're probably going for it here on fourth down. This is where it's about players, not plays. I say it constantly. I say it all the time. Who's your best player? He gets the ball right here.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Looking for 6. And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Using his legs. It's Sperry. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers will line up to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And look at the leg strength, a booming punt. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. So Here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Oh, and he's sacked as time expires. A huge